Hello, you are listening to my first podcast, a magical world of your daily sounds made just for you and your grown-ups to enjoy together. I'm Lucy. How are you today? In my first podcast, we listen to all the sounds we can find around us. There are so many sounds that we hear every day. Booms, scratches, toots, flutes, and clangs. Tickling in your ear sounds, and booming, far too noisy sounds. Each day is filled with sound. And of course, we can make sounds ourselves too. Did you hear that? I'm gently tapping my hand on my chest, and that makes this sound. Can you make that sound too? Maybe your grown-up can show you. It's time for our sound adventure. But before we start our adventure, we really need some good sounds. Here it comes flying in right on cue, our lovely colourful bag of sounds. This magical bag is packed with different sounds. Let's have a sneaky peek and listen carefully. The sounds are all swirling around, ready to pop out for our sound adventure. Can you hear them? There are so many. That's the sound of a sheep. Bah! OK, bag, it's time for you to pick our sounds for today's adventure. Let's close it up and give it a good shake to mix the sounds up nicely. Let's dive into our bag of sound and see what treasures can be found. A beeping horn, a jangling key. Let's shake it up in 1, 2, 3. That is water splashing around. Splash. Our first sound is splashing water. I wonder which sound will pop out next. I think I know what that is. Do you? It's a bird. Tweet, tweet, says the bird. Thank you, Bag, for giving us 2 sounds. A splash of water and a bird. Now we only need one more sound to start our sound adventure. And this sound will tell us where our sound adventure will happen. Are we outside or inside? Are we on a busy street or in the kitchen? Where will our sound adventure be? Let's open the bag of sounds one more time. It sounds like we're outside. It's quiet and there's a gentle breeze. There are some buzzing bees too. I know, we're in the garden. And I think the sun is shining because the bees are buzzing away. So for today's sound adventure, we're in the garden with splashing water and a bird. And this is Ella. Hi, Ella. Ella is in the garden with her sister. The sun is out and it's nice and warm. Ella and her sister are playing in the paddling pool. I wonder when our sounds will pop up. Listen out for the water splash and the bird. Can you spot them? Ready? Here we go. It sounds like Ella and her sister are having a brilliant time in the paddling pool. The pool was blown up by Mum and filled with water. Then the girls played and had lots of fun. Did you hear the splashing sound and the bird? Let's listen again and see if we can spot the sounds. Shout out loud when you hear them. That is the bird. That's the water splashing. The bird tweets. More splashes. Did you spot our sounds too? Well done. What a great sound adventure we had. Splashing about in the paddling pool is so much fun, and I think the birds thought so too. Now it's time for us to put our sounds back in the bag. All the sounds are safely back in the bag, ready for their next adventure. I hope you'll join us again soon. Before we go, let's sing a song all about the sounds we heard today. In the garden, splashing around, hearing lots of wonderful sounds, the tweeting of birds and the buzzing bees, the trickle of water, a gentle breeze, laughing and playing under the sun. The garden is full of fun. Listen close to what we have heard. For every sound we learn a new word. Quiet ones, noisy ones, whistles and clangs, booming and whispering, crashes and bangs. Our sound adventures have just begun. Let's listen and learn, everyone. Thanks for joining me on our sound journey today. Hi grown-ups. We would love for you to share recordings of your little ones. Send voice notes of giggles and first words to hello@myfirstpodcast.club, and we might use them in our podcast. And of course, please share photos on Instagram of your adventures using the hashtag #MyFirstPodcastClub. And if you enjoyed the show, please follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you listen to your podcasts for more great episodes. You can support us on Supercast by joining the club. We love to hear what you think, so please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It really helps more people find our podcast. Thanks for listening to My First Podcast. Till next time.